Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Murphy's Law Garage, and today we are starting the next leg of our special project with the Ramcharger. We're going to go pick up a trailer. Why don't you come along with me? The wife's car is parked right behind my truck because my truck does not move very much at the house. Get it out of here. So we're heading to the shipyard. I'm gonna answer a couple of questions about that. The shipyard that I'm referring to is Dulac Shipyard. And my grandfather started it up in the early 80s, I believe, and it's been in the family. It's a small shipyard, and I was raised in that environment around boats, sandblasting, welding, grinding. When I was a kid, I did a lot of shop floor sweeping and playing in the sand around the sandblasting equipment and fishing off at a dock by the shipyard. But the shipyard is where my parents are, my mom and dad, Stephen and Melissa. My dad, Stephen, he's the track manager at No Problem Raceway. We'll go meet him. And that's also where a car hauler we need is located. And we're gonna go hitch up onto that, bring it back to the house, and we're going to load the Ramcharger up. And tomorrow, a special guest is going to come visit us and tow the Ramcharger down the bayou, where we're going to go do some more work tomorrow and maybe even get a few cast in the pit behind Grandpa's house to see if we can pull a bass out of there. We're curious because we saw a bunch the other day. Let me turn y'all around so we can get the obligatory puff of black smoke here. All right, here we go. Do us proud, 24 valve. Oh, weak sauce. Oh well. 24 valve only has some 100 horsepower over nozzles on it, so she didn't go blowing smoke everywhere. And realistically, as being the vehicle that I drive a lot, fuel economy was more important than the cool black clouds of smoke that everybody likes. Anyways, I'm gonna get booking down the road here and get to the shipyard, and then we'll pick up from there. All right, we are here at the shipyard. Let's turn you around. Parents are not here. All right. Just stop there for now. Gotta go rotate the hitch on the truck. Right back. Hey, look, another 12 valve donor. Tasty. Alright, look, so don't judge me about my bad backing up skills, alright? Until you've tried to back up a long bed truck to a trailer that's below the tailgate level, even if the tailgate is down, don't give me any grief over it. Let's walk around the trailer and make sure it's ready to go. go. Let's get in the yard. All right. Seatbelt time. Noise generator on. Hey, 24 valve. All right. So just to give you an idea, and I know it's hard to see. Look, where's that trailer at? If you didn't believe me, you can't see that damn thing back there. She's gone until you put a car on it. All right. Let's pull out of here. All right. Back over the roller coaster ride. Except this time we've got a trailer with us. Now I'm gonna go put the Ramcharger on the trailer when I get home. But on the way there, I'm gonna stop at our local family-owned market and grab a couple of steaks because the wife wants a steak. So let's get a pull out here. So like I said, time to get up out of here. I'll catch y'all back at the house. Fresh sausage and steak. I'm gonna catch y'all after lunch. All right, way too much sausage for lunch later. It's time to get the Ramcharger up on the trailer. Let's do this. All right, everyone, there she is, ready to go. We'll see y'all tomorrow whenever our special guest shows up to tow this girl down to Bayou for the last time. When this truck comes back to this house, it'll be sitting on a 3/4 ton frame with a 12 valve. Stay with us, be right back. Welcome, y'all. Today is tomorrow, and our special guest has arrived. You hear all that noise? That's right. It's the 7.3 Power Stroke Bronco. Hey look, it's David playing with the shop dog. This is David, the owner of the Power Stroke Bronco. We're gonna get you some video and some photos explaining the building of this truck. We're obviously not done yet. You know, look at the beautiful patina paint. The primer from where we had to modify the fender wells. But anyways, today the Bronco's going to be dragging the truck down the bayou. And we're going to try to get some rolling shots of this. One project pulling another project. So why don't y'all come along with us. We gotta unload it, pull forward. All right, Uncle David and I are gonna go be some fat boys, go eat some food down to buy it. And then after that, I'm gonna take off on, hey, look at all that mud. Hey, after that, I'm gonna pressure wash the frame. So catch y'all after lunch. All right, well, we ate lots of good food. I might be a little slow for the rest of the day. But Uncle David's got to get going, so we're going to wish him bye, and we'll get a little bit more work done on the truck here, but today won't be too late of a day. I'm going to be heading home soon too. All right, everyone, got my mom's little baby pressure washer set up, a little electric deal. We're going to give that a shot to knock the heavy stuff off the frame, and then if we have time, we'll blow some degreaser on it and get the heavier stuff off. But if this little pressure washer can't get the stuff off the frame easily, then we may just wait and come back with my heavier duty gas powered pressure washer. Let's see if we can get some of that junk off of there and see the frame better. Well, you saw I did a lot of power washing. That little 1600 PSI electric pressure washer can only do so much. So we're gonna have to bring the big one in, and we're gonna get some degreaser on this, but at the very least, I got a lot of loose stuff off. But as you can see, all that beading on the bell housing and everything, this is all still coated in a fine layer of oil, grease, everything that's ever leaked out of this thing. But it's a lot cleaner than it used to be. So you might have saw in one of the time lapses, I tried to put the hubcaps on here, but I can't because the OEM style lug nut, and this is a near OEM knockoff. Try calling your dealership and see how much they want for those things. See what bend you over looks like. The shoulder where the acorn is isn't large enough. It doesn't come out far enough for the cap to grab onto it. And I'm hoping maybe an older 12 valve style cap will lock on to those smaller lug nuts, because these are physically, the outside diameter is smaller than the newer stuff. So we'll try that. If not, then might have to do some different lug nuts because I really want to use those center caps. Investigating the frame closer, this fuel tank situation Sorry, I got a lot of loud motorcycle traffic on the highway. This fuel tank situation is not going to work for us because this exits the front of the tire for fuel, and on a Ramcharger it actually exits back here where the spare tire carrier is, out this way. But what's interesting is I measured this frame to frame distance and it's nearly exactly the same as the Ramcharger. So what we're most likely going to do is just take the 34-gallon tank out of the Ramcharger and get it in here. That might require cutting some metal out of the Ramcharger to get the tank mount situated in here, but we're most definitely going to put the Ramcharger tank back here with its fuel neck going out, because we're going to have to modify this fuel neck because diesel. Fuel neck going out over here to meet the body of the Ramcharger. And then this whole situation goes away. Now, not exactly, but about 30 inches difference between the two frames. If we're doing away with this fuel tank and we're not concerned about where it lands, then we are going to preserve the transmission mount to keep as much of this as OEM as possible. And we're actually going to come in here. This is interesting. It must be how they deal with long bed versus short bed versus crew cab, quad cab, so on and so forth. This rear section of the frame is slid in to the front section of the frame, and all of these rivets holding the perches on for the springs and this one cross member, all of those rivets are actually what holds it together. And it's interesting that they broke the frame in such a way it actually comes all the way to right here, and all of these rivets hold that in. I wouldn't imagine that this would be very strong, but obviously it is on a 3/4 ton. So I think we might actually imitate this, and what we'll do is we're going to take our 30 inches from here out to about right here, I think it is, and then we're going to take this rear section of the frame and we're going to buggy it on over here. And I'm not sure whether or not we're going to drill holes in the frame and then use grade 8 bolts to hold it together, or if we're going to just weld the two sections together. But we're certainly going to imitate this just the way they did it. We're going to slide that rear frame into this section of the frame over here to put it together. And I think that's going to work out perfect for us. I'm really glad that it's done this way because it makes this a lot easier. Not to mention, getting rid of this fuel tank situation and using the Ramchargers back there is going to allow us to use the whole sending unit situation of the Ramcharger. Walk around here. You can see I've got the motor a good bit cleaner, but most of the junk that's on this motor is grease and grime, and the pressure washer just pushes it around if you don't have degreaser to cut it. So we're going to get some degreaser on here and cut that. You can see the frame situation looks the same over here where they've got one slid into the other. I'm really happy about the way the frame looks. This is all just very, very minor surface rust. So it's going to be real easy to clean this all up and get it put together. Well, all right, y'all. May not look like much got done today. Most of this was shuffling things around and hanging out with David. At some point, we are going to stop working on the Ramcharger project and pick back up on the Bronco and then go back and forth because we really need to finish the Bronco. I promised David I would get the Bronco done before I got super deep into this. But this turns out to be seeming like it's going to be so easy, we might be able to do them both at the same time. We'll figure that out. Anyways, me and David shot some really, really sick video jumping his Bronco over a levee over here. I don't know if that video, I'm going to put that before or after this one, probably before. But y'all go check out the video of the introduction to David's Bronco and see me take that thing at about 50 miles an hour over a levee and put 8 inches of air underneath all 4 tires. Well, anyways, guys, I'm going to see y'all later. Thank you for watching the video. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe. Most of the people viewing my videos, about 70% aren't subscribed. So please, while you're here, go ahead, make a YouTube account if you don't, and hit the subscribe button. Like the video. It really, really helps us. And let's keep going. Thanks for coming along with me. Peace.